Giant monsters underground can wake up any time. This massive power is ready to destroy everything. Catastrophe is actually a silent, seconds-long preparation. Physical processes hidden in depths are waiting. Most people think that earthquakes start suddenly. However, Earth's crust gives signals months before. The first 10 seconds decide the entire earthquake. During this time, the rupture's character becomes clear. Is the final magnitude decided from the start? Scientists are heatedly debating the answer to this. The earthquake cycle begins. With tectonic plate movements, plates apply massive pressure against each other. A great strain accumulates on the fault lines. This process is called elastic rebound theory. Rocks are just like a stretched rubber band. All energy releases suddenly when friction lock breaks. Slip resistance is controlled by stress and friction. As depth increases, weight on rocks also increases. Asperities on the fault allow energy to store. Rupture starts from the weakest point. When threshold passes, earthquakes usually start in the so-called seismogenic zone. This zone is between brittle and ductile layers. The nucleation process is the first slowest phase. Slow slip occurs without radiating seismic waves now. Rate and state-dependent friction laws explain systems. Slip velocity must increase for the fault weakening. According to aging law, frictional resistance increases. Atomic changes at contact points bind rocks together. Slip law is much closer to natural earthquakes. Here, nucleation is a narrow and fast pulse. When dynamic rupture starts, P waves radiate first. P waves are the purest data seismometers record. These primary waves compress materials in propagation direction. Although damage potential is low, they move fast. Following S waves are the power-causing destruction. Shear waves destroy buildings by shaking them sideways. Early warning systems use this specific speed. Difference reading the P wave can gain as seconds. The double couple model explains earthquake wave radiation. We understand fault type from wave's first motion. The cascade triggering model claims earthquakes are random. Every tremor is a chain triggering the next. Pre-slip model says preparation process is the decider. Slow slip on most fault parts creates main shock. Most scientists believe both mechanisms are actually mixed. Complexity in nature can never be explained alone. Underground fluids play a key role in mechanisms. High fluid pressure reduces fault resistance significantly. Industrial activities, like fracking, can trigger seismic tremors. Fluid injection makes locked faults slip very easily. Some large earthquakes produce foreshocks before. Foreshocks are harbingers of stress in rupture zones. However, distinguishing foreshocks from ordinary sequences is hard. Seismology world has not fully decoded these signals. Lab experiments show we push rupture speed limits. Sometimes, earthquake rupture moves faster than sound speed. Super shear earthquakes are just like a jet plane. Shock waves at this speed maximize the destruction. Earthquake energy budget is more complex than thought. Only a small part of energy becomes shaking. About 80% of total energy becomes heat. Friction on fault generates heat enough to melt. This massive heat turns fault planes into mirrors. Melted rocks accelerate the slip like a lubricant. Fracture energy is the part spent pulverizing rocks. This energy is usually less than 1%. Seismic efficiency determines how much shaking is radiated. Some earthquakes produce little shaking, despite being huge. Tsunami earthquakes can easily mislead coastal seismic stations. They create giant waves despite radiating few waves. Fault lines are not just simple lines anymore. Fault core and damage zone shape the earthquake. Damage zone contains thousands of microcracks and rocks. This complex structure can absorb or focus energy. Repeating. Earthquakes occur continuously at the same spot. These events allow us to measure slow slip. Most quakes occur near the brittle plastic transition zone. Increasing temperature makes rocks flow like plastic, deep. However, large earthquakes were observed at great depths. Mineral phase changes are main causes of quakes. Modern seismology now uses AI for early warning. Deep learning models predict quake magnitude within seconds. Fiber optic cables have now turned into sensors. Thousands of kilometers monitor every tiny underground vibration. Reanalysis of historical earthquakes gives us new clues. We understand mechanisms better by processing old data. Quake physics is thermomechanical, not just a stress problem. Pressure and heat balance determine when rupture stops. Heterogeneity in crust makes earthquake prediction very difficult. Every fault has its own unique personality and rhythm. Surprising fact is, quakes can occur at 800 degrees. Sudden ruptures still continue while rocks should melt. Main product isn't shaking, but massive heat energy. Shaking is just a small byproduct of total energy. Some earthquakes can suddenly reverse their rupture direction boomerang. Earthquakes propagate surprisingly fast. In complex systems, most people think big quakes start much faster. Conversely, giant earthquakes grow much slower at first. Underground, water pressure can sometimes prevent earthquakes entirely. Fluids help release energy slowly by softening faults. Earthquake initiation is directly related to atomic irregularities. A microscopic crack can become a continental disaster. Rupture speed can sometimes reach 8 kilometers per second. This speed is many times faster than bullets. Fault planes can become atomically smooth, making slip frictionless. This leads quakes to become an unstoppable monster. Earthquake waves pass through the core to reach ends. Every major, underground tremor rings the planet like bells. Moonquakes continue much longer than quakes on Earth. Dry moon crust is very poor at absorbing energy. We cannot predict quakes yet, but we hear better. Developing technology can now catch silent underground screams. Perhaps the next giant quake already started. New time is running out, and crust is stretching silently. Nature's strongest weapon is actually the planet's breath. Without earthquakes, tectonic movements supporting life wouldn't exist. After all, we live on this giant, restless machine. Knowledge is our only shield, but nature speaks last. We are at the beginning of solving underground mysteries. We must continue learning until the next big tremor. Subscribe now. Add value to yourself.